We all have to be working together since we all live here. So home ownership, I mean, you can just read some of the facts. White households are 28% more likely to own their own home than, say, black households. So this is a recurring theme with a lot of different categories that really determine life success. Income, of course, there's a discrepancy there. Unemployment, college education, roughly 29% of whites from age 25 and older hold a bachelor's degree and a graduate degree. This, of course, was between 2006 and 2010, compared to 18% of blacks in the same age group. So the question is, how do we all get ahead as far as education? And I'm going to just skip these slides since we're running out of time here, but basically these are kind of showing just some of the economic disparities as far as income and net worth of the household. One important thing to note here is Asian population is actually, they're doing pretty good overall. And that's because they've invested in education as well. But I want you really to pay attention to this chart right here. If you can see here on the left side, basically they're giving me, and this is from the Census Bureau, so this is public information. Has nothing to do with my political persuasion or my opinions or anything. This is just the way it is. So you can see the unemployment rate as far as level of degree. So on the left side here, we have an unemployment rate. On the right side, we have median weekly earnings in 2013. So you can see here, if anybody saw this chart and they said, okay, what type of level of education do I want to get? What would you say just from looking at this chart?
Doctoral?
Said my motorcycle friend here, Mr. 600 Kawasaki. What would you say? What's the one on top?
I can't see from.
Yes. I think it says doctoral degree. Doctoral degree. So for everybody in here, educational attainment is very key to assessing your future. And there's opportunities there. So here's your test. I call it a life test. So what are you going to do now? What are you going to do now? Well, I told you I was going to give you the answers. So here are just some of the answers. One is be determined no matter what or who. And I can tell you as an African American male coming up in the engineering profession, I've had some people actually tell me, you can't do this. Some of them were Caucasian, some of them were actually black. So you're always going to have in life somebody telling you, because you're a female, you can't do this. That's just the way life is. Some people are like that. But you can't let that stop you. So I'm pretty sure that Einstein's professor told him, you know what, you should just go sweep floors or something, or do something else, right? But he didn't give up, so take that to heart. Also, number 2 is dream big. So those ideas I was talking about. So I'm not sure if some of you know, a couple months ago there was, I think he was a 17-year-old kid in the UK, and I believe it was either Apple or Google who actually bought his app company for a couple $1 billion. That's absurd, right? But guess what? He had an idea and he went after it, even though he was only in his teenage years. So dream big. Don't be afraid to dream big. Number 3, very important, and this is even now as you take classes. Be a true professional. So always be courteous. Always be courteous. Be courteous to your peers. Be courteous to the administration. Of course, to your parents, always, and your teachers, right? This is very important because when it comes to the end, I needed help to get the job that I have now, right? So if I would have went to my advising professor who administered my thesis, and if I treated him like dirt and didn't respect me, you think he would write me a letter of recommendation? No. The world doesn't work by that way. It works by professionalism. So make sure you're always being courteous to everybody because you never know who you're going to run into. at any time. Number 4, take care of your families. I mean, this is just, it's more personal. You know, families are very important, and I have family situations where I've tried to help people out, and it's just always important to be there for your families because that makes you a more well-rounded individual. So I bet you would never hear a professor say that to you, right? Yeah, you know, even though you're going through education, it's still life, right? These are all life situations, and we all have to be reminded that we're all in this together. So, and then last one, offer no excuses. So there's no a cat ate my homework, right? It's just I didn't do my homework, right? So now that I said I didn't do my homework, then I changed my behavior. So a lot of people will offer excuses, and that really leads you in the wrong direction. Okay, you're here for a reason, whether you think it or not, and the reason is to get your education. So make that your mindset. And like I said, this just makes around for an overall good citizen, which is what we need in America to get back to our state of higher efficiency overall. So with that said, any questions? Here's my contact information if you would like to contact me. This is actually our facility over at our College of Engineering location as part of our research. If anybody would like to come up and visit, we always do tours. We can give you the grand tour, show you both campuses, take you around, things like that. And if you would like more information about our department, here's our email contact information as well. So with that said, I'll take any questions if you want me to. You know, I think I've been a little over time.